Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for watching today. Today is day 13 of 15 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. Today, I'm going to be talking about accountability and focus. Two big things in anything in life, especially in real estate, especially in sales. So first, I'm going to talk a little bit about focus. That is the most over or underrated thing that you don't think about when you're doing sales. You think about making your calls. You're thinking about getting things done for the day. You're juggling lots of different things, but sometimes you don't think, am I really being focused on things? Focus on things because you don't put the quality of work into it unless you're laser focused on one thing at a time. I learned until I really have met several multitaskers. I thought I was a multitasker. I'm not a multitasker. Do one thing laser focused at a time, sometimes at short periods of time, and then I moved on to the next thing. I don't do two things at once. I'm laser focused on one thing at a time. My family knows this. I'm sitting there, I could be there at home on my phone. I can't hear anything. Maybe it's a guy thing, I don't know, but I can't hear anything. I can't remember anything. If I'm not laser focused on what I'm doing, if I'm laser focused, I can't hear. I just I don't know if it's something was born with and I never knew. I can't see anything. I'm just laser focused on that one thing at a time. And that's a quality. I thought that was, for a while I thought that was not a quality because I can't do two things at once, but it puts the quality in what you're laser focused in, because you're getting whatever you're doing from start to finish, you're putting your whole time, your whole energy, your whole thought process into what you are doing. So when prospecting, when working with a client, be laser focused on that. How many times have you been on the phone with people in other sales and other things, and you know that they're not paying attention 100%? So when you're working with a client, be laser focused on them. When you are with a buyer, with a seller, don't be doing three other things at once and juggling other things, because you don't make them feel as a priority. Now, you're prospecting, you have to make yourself a priority, and that prospecting, that's where accountability comes in. Because sometimes when it's something to do with us, especially prospecting, especially accountability, that laser focus gets smudged up. It's not laser focus. It's just a shotgun approach to things. Like, I'll make a couple calls now. Then I got to do this. I'll make a couple calls now. I'm not laser focused. And while you're making those calls and leaving messages or sending texts, you're thinking about 5 other things. You're accepting text messages, your emails. You're not laser focused on that. And sometimes when you're laser focused on things, I keep on saying that because it's very important, is you'll get through things faster so you can get those other things done. So focus. Daily, hourly, 15 minutes at a time. When you put it in your schedule, be focused on that. And then bite-sized pieces. Example is, if you know you're busy, you know you have buyers, you know you have calls, you have things that you have to handle, things coming in, then don't block out 2 hours to be laser focused, because then you might have buyers, you might have sellers, you might have people that are trying to get a hold of you, and 2 hours is an eternity to someone that needs your help. So block off 20 minutes. Block off half hour, 15 minutes. Block off chunks where you could get things done, and it doesn't have to be a half a day. So if someone does call you, you have that text messages or voicemails or emails. Every half hour you're checking those. Some people could wait a half hour, unless they say it's an emergency, or usually in real estate, which is nice. There's a lot of times we know when there could be emergencies coming up. People at closing, signing the closing docs now, possession dates, inspection. There's an inspection going on right now. So if you have an inspection going on right now, Yes, not really a great time to start prospecting for 2 hours when the exact time inspection's going on. So pick those right times to stay laser focused. Now, accountability. It's so hard. You have to be a very, very special person to be able to make yourself accountable. And have you ever known anybody, or are you one of those people that are harder on yourself than any other person is harder on you? That's how I am. I personally, I get angry with myself at the end of the day if I don't get what I need to get done by the end of the day. If I didn't do what I was supposed to do, if I didn't get my tasks done, I have accountability. I have a partner in business and a partner in life. I have people that make me accountable. I have children so that make me accountable. I don't call them every day and say, hey, make me accountable. But I do have people that check my work. But if you're not that type of personality that you can make yourself accountable, if you're not upset with yourself at the end of the day or motivate yourself to get things done, again, you might need an accountability partner. It's really, most people do. Almost everybody does. It could be I suggest not be your significant other in your house because that's very hard sometimes. But I'm going to give you a tip on that. But your broker, your mentor, a coach in your office, another agent, be an accountability partner, someone to just say, so you get that feel like, wow, I didn't make my calls today. I didn't make my texts. I didn't send out those emails. I didn't prospect. Let me stick on one. I know there's many things that you need to do as a real estate agent every day, but I'm going to stick to one topic of prospecting because you need to prospect every day or as often as possible. Stick with that one topic. So someone that you say, hey, it could be as simple as this. Meeting with a friend of yours that doesn't even have to be in real estate, but better if they're in real estate, they understand and say, hey, do you mind? I'm trying to get through 200 prospect calls a week. I'm making 30, 40 a day, 20 a day, 10 a day, whatever it is. Do you mind if I call you once a week and we talk and I get to tell you, so I know I'm dreading that call if I don't make those calls. Again, that accountability partner doesn't have to be a coach, like one of those coaches that yells at you. That's not what you're looking for. Someone that you just, to give you a little pat on the back, like, good job. And someone to say, hey, what can you do to help alleviate some time so you can do that? Now, let me get to that significant other in your life and how they can help. Many coaches, many mentors strictly prohibit having the person in your life, the special person in your life, do this for you. But there's ways, in my opinion, ways that you can do that. Example, because your life with your spouse, your significant other, with your children, I don't want them to be coaches. I don't want them to tell you what to do. You know what you have to do. They're not that there. But where I mean accountability is, example, you need to get your prospecting calls done for the day. Usually, it's one of two things that gets in your way. It's something business-wise or personal-wise. The business stuff you can handle, or you should be organizing and scheduling and making sure things happen and organized. But personally, sometimes there's things that happen at home, in personal life. Like there's, example, dinner time. If you eat dinner at the same time, or you want to do time, well, I have to make my prospect. I feel like I'm not getting all my work done at the end of the day. Before dinner or when you meet for dinner with the family. Can we push dinner back a half hour just so I could get that prospecting done right before dinner? Or can we move it up? That's just one example. You look at have a family calendar. Do you have a family calendar in your house on the wall? Do you have it? You could use technology. You could have a family calendar. If you all have iPhones, there's easily have a family calendar. So if you have spousal duties of helping with the children's homework or taking the sports practices or things like that, then you could help. Then you bring the family and go, hey, I really need to get this done. Can you help me? Not really being accountable, make them accountable, but helping them help you make sure you get that done. So example, if everybody moves their schedule to eat dinner at a different time, just a little movement for you to get your work done. How are you going to feel if you don't actually get that work done and everybody just moves their schedule? So it kind of, that action helps you feel accountable, helps you say like, I got to get this done because everybody's moving their schedule. Or imagine someone else you helped out, saying on a certain day that the kids have to get to sports practice or a game, and you're having someone else take them because you're picking up that time to do that. How are you going to feel? It helps you make yourself accountable because you don't have to take them, but if you don't use that time for what you've put into there in your schedule, the prospect, you might feel like you're making yourself accountable. I didn't get that stuff done. That was the whole point of having this person help get the kids to practice or pick them up from practice or things. Because I say this to every agent, and I talk to dozens and dozens and dozens of new agents that right out of school. In our office, I bring on and mentor at least 35 to 40 brand new agents every year. And I explain that this is nights and weekends, mostly nights and weekends. And if you're not ready for that, it's so hard because sometimes your family isn't ready. So if you're a new agent getting into the business, it's so hard when you are trying to make prospecting calls at 6, 7 o'clock at night because the people you're calling might be off of work. They might be more free to pick up the phone. Those are you get those telemarketing calls, don't you? You start picking up at the end of the day. If you're not used to that type of schedule, your family's not used to that schedule, your significant other spouse is not used to that schedule. It's hard when people are running around the house and that, or just yourself personally. Sometimes you're used to a 9-to-5 job, and then you kind of relax after that. You got to get up into a different kind of gear of work. So again, let me just rephrase and summarize the accountability it's two things. It's accountability, scheduling, getting the people that are closest to you in your family to help you make yourself accountable, help your schedule, make it personal schedule easier to fit that stuff in there. And then if you want to, you could go to your spouse, significant other, family and say, can I, if you feel comfortable saying, make me accountable. Did you do the things that you were supposed to do? Now that's just a suggestion. I mean, a lot of coaches, mentors don't, because the family discussions make a special person in your life, kind of keeping work and family separate. But it's so hard in real estate because it's not a 9-to-5 job. You don't come home at the end of the day and go, you can say, how was work? Fine. Most families know exactly what your work is. My kids used to mimic me on the phone because they would hear me on the phone so much. They would know exactly what I say because there's only so many ways to phrase certain things when you're coaching agents. Like I would have 3 or 4 coaching calls at the end of the night. And by the end of the time, my kids could do my coaching because I'm saying the same things over and over again to help agents with the same issues, the same problems. So your family knows what you do because you're on the phone, you're on the text, you're on the emails when it's normally family time. So my opinion, you should include them in what you're doing, what your goals are, what your accountability is to yourself, your schedule, because it involves them too. Again, we don't have the luxury of 5 o'clock, hey, work's over, time to personal life, and just tell them about your day. They're going to hear about your day because it's live happening right in front of them. And I know a lot of you watching this that have been in real estate a while or even a short time know that. They're like, yes, family knows exactly. Yeah, when I'm sitting outside at a family party for 20 minutes trying to clear up an issue, when it's on a Sunday and we're supposed to have lunch, and lunch was supposed to be, we were supposed to leave to go somewhere at 12, and we left at 1 because I got stuck on the phone for a half hour, 45 minutes helping someone. We've all been through that. So hopefully those topics of being focused and picking the times, little smaller, bite-sized pieces, so you get the quality of being 100% focused on whatever you're doing at that time, and accountability. Find a partner, find your broker, mentor, any Century 21 HomeStar agent or almost any agent out there, I'm happy to schedule. I have many agents I do 20 minutes a week, once a week, just easy call, what's going on, brainstorming. I love that. I love that interaction. So we're happy to get on a weekly coaching call with you. And then if you need to include your family in things to make yourself accountable and to schedule yourself so you can get the things done, make sure you include them in that. A lot of them will enjoy thinking that they're helping you with your business. It's a family affair, and it could work out very well for you there too. So that's it for today. Focus and accountability. So tomorrow, day 14, only 2 more days left of The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. And if you haven't gotten the book, get the book. Great book. If you can read it, and definitely if your goal someday are to build a big team of real estate agents underneath you and you're the team leader, that's a great guide step by step on how to do that too. So that's it. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Bye-bye.